on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Stop spoiling me, look.
I know it. I know it. Yeah. Oh, shit. God damn.
That boy tough.
Break the
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A bad start there. A big loss on the first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I just knew he got hurt.
Hey, that shit scared the hell out of me too, on God.
When the first time he got hurt, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was done for. I thought he ain't gonna be able to move his arm.
On 2nd and 15 now. Gone. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, and INT.
Yeah, it's not easy. These guys trying to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Oh, where's...
First down, Bichette. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come out in the pistol. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He finds Hopkins complete. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, gone. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in.
Oh my God, bro. Hey, when you watched the last episode, that was the last episode, right?
Touchdown on the season.
Alright, make sure after you watch the last episode that you stay on it until it tells you when the season 3 starts. I said make sure you stay up there afterwards, after the credits and stuff play, because they're going to tell you at the end when season 3 is going to start.
But season 3 starts all the regular TV before.
And he'll make it across the 20.
I don't know
as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, God.
Probably a whole nother year.
I think so.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Matter of fact, I think it's going to be in that fall semester.
In the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And Freeman lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Brissett to throw on first. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. For the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Understandably, those sorts of frustration are concerned about what else you've done with your time here. Oh, that's funny, dude.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on second down. Goff going deep for Hopkins. And this one incomplete. To Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing on third. Gone. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On second and 10, gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bengals will take over here, first and 10.
Wait, you're leaving us again?
Nothing like last time.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Go. Here we go.
Brissett sets to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
She doesn't want him to move out.
On third down, Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this run.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. 21-0 our score after one.
Here we go.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he just a whole lot of...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals have recovered it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Okay, but I'm still hella confused, though. Like, why does the school board suddenly think a magnet school is the answer to all of Crensaw's problems? I mean, what happened? Superintendent Carter have families were running away from the school district.
Why does nigga working the door afro?
Nobody ain't noticed that either until you said it.
What about walking?
Let's see. I heard the superintendent was planning a visit after school.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Harris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, exit.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Like Darlene said, Carter can't stop them from rallying the community elsewhere. So I think that's how it is.
So why didn't nobody tell me?
Honey, it came together all very last minute. And you had the gala tonight. Darn the other kids got handled.
So don't nobody need me.
Spencer, nobody said that.
Y'all got this big fight to South Crenshaw, and meanwhile, I'm just supposed to go play dress up with my rich friends instead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. From the red zone now, Brissett. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores.
I'm over here. I thought I was hearing throw it. I done started smelling myself.
He said those could be the ones that could finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And a route is on here in this first half.
I think so.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Your dog shit in the bathroom.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
No. I know what time you're talking about. We were laying down or whatever. Like, I know the shit, the smell just came out of nowhere.
I'm good, Spencer. I promise.
The Browns Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff now looks to throw, and this one caught by Cameron Brate. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Goff now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Brissett on first down. Open man is lost, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54.
First down, Brissett. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to do the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is gone. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Ross on the return. Good blocking there, nearly scored him as it is. There goes a 19-yard return. Switch hands, 1st and 10.
You know what would raise some real funds for this school? Bachelor, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it,
you know
and
what I
then
had
fling
posted on
another one.
Facebook? Something about a girl, something with money. Want dick for money? That was her. That's what, you know, when I post on Facebook about a girl want dick for money.
He's going to fire one deep, middle
That's
of the
what I'm talking
field.
about.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On 3rd down, Brissett. It's complete to Grant. And for the Cincinnati score. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Freeman, 84 yards. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gano for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
What did I tell you about getting in front of me? Yeah.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
We talked about this being a year first.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
So
from the gun, here's Bissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tried to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
That's a crazy idea.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I agree with you about the whole part. But home isn't the 4 balls we live between. It's wherever you and I are together.
56 is the Mike.
So, I swear I'm
Brissett sets to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Got an open man. It's Ratley. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Grant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56 to Mike, 56.
I'll be waiting for my boyfriend, so we can kick ass together here.
56, Mike.
Here's Bissett. That's complete to his running back, Grant. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Check 56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Demir Bird, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pull it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they wrap? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to fire one deep left. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Dang, one of the top 100 players in the country.
The snap. And he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
That shit shock you too.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, I heard about this school board meeting. Right.
Mike, 53.
We get back to the outside.
Mike, you must be getting tired of seeing
Corey
me.
would be right.
Tiger. Check 26, check 26.
We ain't out the woods yet. Hell, we holding off from correct school for another year.
A shotgun snap for goal. And he's going to be taken down.
I don't know. That's what we got to see.
On what will be the final drive. Number 3. Back now in Cincinnati.
I hope so. I mean, Jordan was happy about the decision that Spencer made.
Quarter, a very one-sided affair.
But the question is, who the hell going to be the starting quarterback?
Look at this. This is a good one. Now here's Ross.
Wait up, shorts.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He never thought about that.
Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way
When
down.
he said that shit, I think that's a thing. That shit is about right though.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You willing to take a risk and bet on me?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I ain't gonna lie, me too. I think that should have been, they could have been.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they
I think
continue to feed
they
off
could have
that?
named this shit something else.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Paris Campbell taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
You poison us, do not die.
Ready?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it.
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So they get the 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Dan. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now. Because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken as 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
Strange, man. The mid-cap people are backstabbing. Piece of shit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Goff now looking to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Good for 6 at least.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54.
And you would not believe how many cheers would be.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Guy down there that has a tiger. They just feel very strong.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it,
and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
and now we're at that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This one of our guys.
Too.
Oh, she's
on like the 15.
Yeah, she left scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Brissett to throw on first. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.